Sändningen presenteras av jab.se. Kampsportskläder och utrustning på nätet och i butik.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dana White,
Joe Rogan.
This is our smallest question and answer ever.
I want to thank all four of you for showing up today.
How many of you speak English? Everyone. Beautiful.
Earlier today, I read on the underground a rumor about Tito Ortiz fighting Lil Nog. Any truth?
Arnold, is that you?
Fighting who?
Lil Nog.
Oh, Little Noguera.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
Is it? For when?
Yeah, it's true.
When is that?
In March.
Joachim Hansen, have you considered getting him to UFC?
He said some bad things about the UFC.
Did he?
Yeah, when
I heard.
the
No,
contract
we're
came
really
over
not
from
interested in
Pride.
him at all.
Not at all?
I'm kidding. I honestly have no idea. That Joe Silva would know whether we were looking at Joaquin or not. I'm not sure.
He had issues with the contract when the Pride purchase happened, and he said a bunch of things about UFC being slavery or something like that. I'm a fan of his as a fighter, though. I think he's great. Very, very tough guy. You know, he's very entertaining.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar, after his last fight, took off to go hunting and relax and hang out. So he and I haven't talked about what's next, but you know, I'll see what he has to say, and we'll figure out what's next for him. We haven't talked though. What's that? A nice non-answer? It's the truth. I don't know what to tell you.
What was there was rumors online about him and Roy Nelson.
That's not true. That's not true. He never asked for Roy Nelson. And the last I did hear from him, he said that he wanted to fight. He wants to fight Frank Mir again. That fight kind of makes sense, you know, rubber match. So we'll see.
You again, buddy.
Nobody else wants to ask questions. What do you guys think about the Ellenberger-Fitch fight?
I love that fight. That's a great fight.
I
That's
do
a
too.
dangerous fight for both guys. Ellenberger's a powerful puncher. He's a really, really tough dude. One of the dark horses at 170, and you know, Fitch is, you know, as good as they come. And it's a great fight stylistically too. You know, I love that fight. I'm a big fan of both those guys.
I agree.
And you know, Fitch has he's got a reputation for making fights go the distance and wearing guys out and grinding them and wrestling them. And you know, Ellenberger has the style to stop that, and he's got big power. So it's an exciting fight. I love that fight.
When are you going to get Overeem in UFC?
We were just talking about in the car on the way over here.
Yeah.
He just asked me the same question in the car. I'll give you the same answer I gave him. I don't know.
But you want him, right?
Yeah, listen, I like him. Anybody who's perceived as one of the best in the world, you know, we'd obviously like. And I've always had a good relationship with him. He's a good guy. So we'll see.
And my last question is, who's next for Paul Harris?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I have no idea.
No clue?
No clue.
And what do you think about his last fight, you know? When he stopped because Marquardt got out with that heel hook, you know? He stopped just fighting.
Yeah.
And he wasn't knocked out because he just get right up there directly afterwards.
Yeah. He wasn't. Well, he got rocked. If Marquardt kept hitting him, you know, it was a fight that needed to be stopped. But he made a mistake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He made a mistake. He started questioning why he slipped out of the heel hook so fast. You know, and he got lit up. And hopefully he learned from that mistake.
I actually have 3 questions. One, when are you going to Scandinavia? Yeah.
Scandinavia.
Yeah. You know, MMA is getting pretty big.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're going everywhere, but it's going to be a while before we get to Scandinavia.
Yeah. So not next year.
No.
Okay.
But we will eventually be everywhere.
I was wondering, Alexander Gustafsson's last fight. What do you think about it, Dana, and the future for him?
That dude's badass. I was
he
very
knockout
impressed.
power is-
Cyril Diabate is a serious striker.
Yeah.
And the fact that he jacked him on his feet before he finished him off, I mean, very, very impressive. And very young kid. I think he's only 22.
Yeah.
You know, he's got a very bright future. That guy is, he's one of those guys you got to keep an eye on, for sure.
I agree, and Joe and I were talking on the way over here too. These guys that come in at such a young age and do so well in the UFC, what you got to realize is the best guys in the world fight the best guys in the world 3 times a year in this show. And a kid that young that well. You know, he's only going to get better. Yeah.
There's so much young talent right now, guys that are coming up that are just so good. I mean, it's a really exciting time. I mean, there's never been a sport like this where, you know, when I first started working for the UFC in the old organization in '97, and the talent level was nothing like it is now. The fact that the sport is elevated so fast and the talent has gotten, the pool's gotten so deep, it's really incredible. You know, we're very fortunate.
Sändningen presenteras av jad.se, kampsportskläder och utrustning på nätet och i butik.